Well, hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Ironman 3406 here, your friendly neighborhood Saskatchewan guy. I'm gonna give you guys, it's been a while since I've done one, a new equipment operator tutorial style video. Behind me is a cat motor grader, a 150. I am gonna go through the process today of how to test your brake accumulators. So for those of you who don't know, on the back of your cab, on a 140, 150, 160, there's these two cylinders. Those are nitrogen charged brake accumulators. Now, why do you need to have those accumulators hooked up to in the brake system? Well, when we went away from the H's, we had air brakes, and we went to hydraulic brakes. So each tandem times 4 has a set of hydraulic brakes on it. Now, if the machine ever gets into a situation, you know, it's stalled, coasting, whatever, we need to have a backup. We need to have a reserve so that the operator can safely stop that machine. That's what those accumulators on the back of the cab do for you. They store enough energy so that you can still apply the brakes to get the machine stopped. So I'm going to go through the process on how to test them, so that you can make sure that you do have enough nitrogen in those accumulators should the unfortunate circumstances ever arise where you need to rely on them to get the machine stopped. So I'll get the machine fired up, we'll get up with the cab, and I'll walk you guys through the procedure. Okay everybody, so to do your brake accumulator test, I'm going to walk through the steps for this particular machine. You're always going to want to reference your operation and maintenance manual for the particular model that you're doing the test on to make sure you're getting all the right parameters for your particular machine. But first step, key switch to the on position, wait for the screen to beep, come alive, all that good stuff until everything's awake. From this point, what you're going to do, you're going to go to that brake pedal. You're going to pump it a whole bunch of times until the low brake pressure light comes on. That means that we've essentially bled those accumulators down to 0. So we can be assured that when we go to charge them now, they're going to get a full charge for the test. So now you're going to go ahead and you're going to fire up the engine. And we're going to let the engine run till those accumulators charge, and that light will go out just like that once those accumulators are charged. Now, if you guys have been in a cat grader, you're probably used to that clunk noise that you kind of hear from down on this side of the corner of the cab. That's those accumulators charging, and they just, when the clunk is just them kicking out. So now that the accumulators are fully charged, we're going to shut the engine down. Once the engine's off, key it back on. Give your gauges a chance to wake up. If you do it quick enough, you won't have to wait for the gauges to sweep and everything. Once your gauges sweep though, we're going to go back to the brake pedal. And again, this is for this particular model. Reference your operation and maintenance manual for the specifics on your machine. This particular machine, I've got to get at least 3 applications. So I'm going to count, and I'm going to pump the brakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So light came on in between the third the end of the third and the start of the fourth light went out. Probably got one more, so we got 4. This particular machine, again, I have to get at least 3 applications before that light comes on to be assured that there's enough nitrogen in those accumulators to safely stop the machine in the event of an emergency. Other machines are going to be 5, and that parameter is going to change, but the test procedure does not. So you test it the same way, just the amount of applications that you need to get before the low brake pressure light come on is what changes. So again, I can't stress it enough. Make sure you reference your operation and maintenance manual for the specific parameter on your particular machine. Alright everybody, that's going to wrap this one up. Hope you learned something, and now you know how to do that brake accumulator test if you run one of these cat motor graders. And this accumulator thing again has been since the M series came out after the H series, when we went away from air brakes and went to hydraulic brakes. So yeah, if you liked the video, throw me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more future operator tutorial style stuff, and I'm gonna sign off. I'll see you guys on the next one, and don't forget, I am Iron Man.